What's good? It's your man, Sir Kane. Tell me what to do. Kloak and Dagger Godcast. We back. Long hiatus. Nigga had 2 strikes, man. Nigga had 2 strikes, man. So it was kind of hard to do a little something. So I think I did like a funny government podcast when I came back. But like it was still a minute though. It was still a minute. But what's good, everybody? It's your man, Sir Kane. Waiting on Ocean to come through so we can get this shit on and popping. What's good? What's good, Kev? You can come in too, shit, man, because shit, nigga, I heard y'all live was messed up. And like if you can come in and hit the link, y'all can tell me what y'all was talking about. I know y'all was talking about something sweet. I know y'all was talking about movies. Connecting the movies and shit. That's what's up. Well, shit, come on through. Like today is a guest day. Shit, I guess, man. It's hot as hell. I'm trying to stay hydrated and shit. You already know what it is. Got the fan blowing on me and shit, so I'm trying to light up the other way. But what's good though? Kev, aka the Mission, is in the building. Yo, any new movies that's recommended? You know, like got any new movies recommended? What up, though, Bronze? What's good? Yep. Salute. We all in the building. I was waiting on Ocean to come through. Click on the link. You know, our time zones is motherfucking messed up. She like 8 hours ahead of me. So I think it's like 11 o'clock at night, probably like 11:30 going on midnight over there where she at. She in Sofia, Bulgaria. But today's podcast is sponsored by Red. Sweet Red, good for the blood, good for the heart. Peace to the gods and goddesses. But I was going to go live earlier, but I was afraid of getting a strike because I was going to talk about, you know, personal life. I really don't talk about my personal life, man, but like this shit really hit home. It was about little bro, you know, little brothers and shit, you know, your little siblings, how they go down the wrong path and shit. And you got to deal with that shit. You got to eat that shit. Be like, okay, you know. But yeah, I heard some disturbing shit. But I kind of already knew because you're judged by the company you keep, and you are the company you keep. But there's so many words, man. Don't want to get off in the details. But the motherfuckers that came to me, man, like, you know, like these are my reliable sources. Like these are like wise people. They don't be out there gossiping and bullshitting, smoking, drinking, fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And like, plus they're older cats. So, you know, like the older OGs, you know, my basically elders, you know. And they said they heard and saw. And my saying goes, you're judged by the company you keep, and you are the company you keep. So if my brother want to hang around fruitcakes, then I guess he's a fucking fruitcake. Simple as that, man. I wanted to go live earlier and just really go super ham. I probably would have got a strike. That's the shit that fucked me up. Like how? Like it's like how? I might go off in the details, man, but like, nigga, I don't want to because I know I'll go off and get that strike. But yeah, and I want to talk about letting family and friends go. You gotta let these motherfuckers go. Let the motherfucker go. When that motherfucker told me, I don't give a fuck go to jail or die doing what I'm doing. Okay. I'm like, you know, that's stupid, right? So yeah, but it's my life. I said, okay. I wash my hands of you. And then nigga got locked up. Prison status, not no jail shit. Prison. You know, 3 years. This nigga get out. And I put keys in his hand, like, you move in, you got your own room. You know, now you can put this money together, get a house, we all know you're gonna get a job. So, like right now, just rest your head, you got a peace of mind. But this dumb motherfucker wanna go out there in the street and play, but he still got my fucking keys. You did? So you're not about to come in and out my house with me not knowing and shit coming up missing. Like it have on some occasions. Now, one occasion that really pisses me off, and I'm gonna talk about this. This shit really fucked me up. This occasion right here was like, oh shit, cool. The gods stopped me. The gods and goddesses stopped me. Add to stream.
What's good?
What's good? What's good? You on? You on live?
Yeah,
I got you.
so.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
All right, cool. Yeah, yep, I got you. What's good?
Going on?
Yeah, man, I got the shit set up because I think it's the only way to get my Wi-Fi signal to fucking stay legit. But
okay,
it's probably like midnight where you at right now.
Yeah, it's 11.
11. Okay, cool. Woo. So what you drinking on? I'm drinking on this.
Fucking water.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. I've been doing like this co-star shit, and it's telling me like drink water today and don't leave dirty dishes in the sink. So like.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I've also been thinking about like, because I kind of picked up cigarettes again, and man, I'm like, and then I don't really want to drink. Like I kind of want to detox and shit, because it's just like I'm an emotional person, and then like when I start drinking, I get so fucking worse. Like, so it's probably just more fun for me to drink by myself, and that's like sad.
Not really, like unless you're doing something creative, like some art or some music, and you just let the
no. I mean, I usually do drink by myself in general because it's more fun that way. That's kind of what I mean. Right. Other people would think it's sad, but yeah.
Shit, it's cool. I drink by myself all the time. I drink by myself now. This big ass bottle is all mine.
Hell yeah, that's lit.
But
I'm like trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Because like this is on Spencer's iPad, and then it's like the camera's on this side, and I keep on looking at myself, so I'm looking this way. Like,
dude, it's all good.
So bad.
Because we got this.
I know, but I don't have a freaking icon.
Oh yeah, you don't. Oh.
Because I'm using somebody else's stuff, so it's like.
All right, just throw your pictures in this file folder or something like that so you can have a picture next time.
I know, yeah, I need to do that, but yeah. Oh well. We can show my face.
So
people think I look like Emma Stone, so whatever. I'm a tatted virgin.
Right. To elaborate on what you, Kev, and Rich was talking about, like what was y'all talking about? Because y'all said that like the live was messed up. But like, like if you can elaborate on what we're talking about, like we could probably try to get them to come in. Because I saw Kev in the building.
Oh, really? He's in the building?
Yep.
Well, he's wonderful. But like we just kind of free float it. I mean, what were we talking? There's so much stuff that we kind of covered. Like we did talk about like movies and like how the movies kind of represent like truly ourselves in a way, the collective as well. And then we're talking about like how people are just, getting too stuck in these programs and these loops and these arguments, and it's like, what's the point? You know, it's like, oh well, we're gonna argue about the truth, even though the truth is what do I always say? The truth is now I'm fucking it up. The truth is self-evident. The truth is self-evident. So like, if we're arguing about what the truth is, then that already tells you that it's not true.
That's something to think about. I never thought about it like that before. That's a different perspective.
Yeah, like if you gotta argue with people about the truth, then one of y'all is not telling the truth, and you just leave it at that.
Right.
Or like, maybe they evident.
Right. Or maybe they both only got a small fragment of a truth and they gotta go find the rest.
Well, and they're also, it's just so ego. Like there's like this big thing about like, you know, just being so self-absorbed that you gotta go like beat like the truth into everyone as if it's like everyone's a nail and you're the fucking hammer, right? And like that's like besides the point. So and that's like the thing is like everybody in the truth community is just like arguing back and forth about what's true when the truth should be self-evident, right? Like I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Because like we can look up the definition of truth right now, and it's like the definition is pretty clear. And if we're gonna have to like sit around and argue and like beat people up like as if we're a hammer and they're a nail, then like do we even care about people at that point? We're just trying to like justify our ego drive, you know? And I don't think that's cool. I don't like I genuinely care about people, you know? And like I mean I like to think that I have a healthy ego, you know, and I don't like have to go drive it home for everybody to fucking understand me either. Like that's the thing that I've been trying to like kind of deal with lately is this whole like content creator shit. Cause like most of the time, like people are just reacting to crap and they're not really creating anything. And like nobody's telling me anything that I haven't heard already. And it's getting frustrating.
Right. Yep. And like that's when I learned, like when I went through that phase, I was like, I guess it's time to look within because I already heard all this shit. I've been searching and searching. I'm like, I guess it's time to go within now. And yes, I feel you about staying grounded, you know, like try to suppress that ego. That's where my meditation come in. You know, like that's like,
well, it's like the ego is not like a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Like it's the ego or whatever, which is funny. Like I love waffles personally, but but it's like we came from like what came before the chicken or the egg, right? But it's like the ego, and then you like you let go. You were in the egg, and then you came out of the egg. And now you're like out of the egg, so it's like ego out the egg. So there you go. It's out there, but your ego is a part of you, just like your shadow, right? So people are like either over-identifying with one or the other. Oh, I'm gonna identify with my shadow or make it into like this whole like dark weirdo woo-woo shit. Which your shadow isn't like this darkness and this evil in you, especially if you're not fucking evil. Why am I gonna identify with some evil shit? What's up, DJ Spin? Yeah. But like, it's just weird, you know, once you start over-identifying with something, you're gonna have to compensate in another area of your life or your being. You know, and like that overcompensation keeps you locked down in these systems of subordination and subjection. You know, are you going to be defined or are you going to define? And it's like everybody's like trying to define all these things, but they're not setting the definition for themselves and then going out and living it. And that's like the whole hypocrite thing. Because like everybody's like, oh, these are hypocrites. Well, they're not living out their philosophy. And then you're only a hypocrite once you're like not living out your philosophy and you're going around preaching shit like the Catholic Church and these like so-called Christians have been doing for centuries. You know, it's like, and I am like kind of like a kid on the inside. Like I love children so much, and like they always remind me of like my inner gold because I feel like we lose that once we age. So like when I see children playing and stuff, I'm just like, I love that. And then like I see some parents, you know, there's a little kid the other day peeking in the trash can, picking out the trash or whatever. But he's just curious. He don't know. And then his dad just comes and whacks him on the ass, you know. And I'm like, I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, you shouldn't spank your kids, you know, because that's also like in the Bible. It's all, you give them the rod. Like, but,
right. They was using an actual rod. There was
right.
They was
but you got to discipline them in some way. For sure. But yeah, and it's like, you gotta have that childlike wonder and that curiosity. And like once you start identifying with your ego identity or any kind of identity, then like you're missing the point. So it's just kind of funny because it's like we gotta like learn backwards once we become adults, and it's always like I feel like I'm in this teacher position now, even though I'm definitely not a fucking teacher. Like, and it's like annoying me because I'm definitely still like learning a lot of things, especially about myself, and like my circumstances definitely show that. You know, like I'm traveling around Europe right now, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'm so jealous of you!" Like, what, you know? And like other people are like, "How the hell is this girl affording fucking Europe right now?" And I'm like, dude, if you had any fucking clue, like, I don't even know how I'm here, really. But like, it's my, you know, my boyfriend got me here and everything. Like, that's really sweet and all, but like, people have these unrealistic expectations, and then people are projecting all of their jealousy and all this stuff onto me. Which jealousy for me is just block desire. Like everything that I'm doing, you can go do if you just let yourself go do it. You know? So
jealousy is dangerous. I don't like jealous people. But I gotta hold my strap, allegedly.
Well, no, like, and it's like jealousy though, there's a distinction. So there's like jealousy is, and like you can have healthy jealousy, but when it becomes envy, that's another story. So like jealousy for me, if you're like having healthy jealousy, that jealousy can pull you upward out of your circumstances. You know what I mean? Jealousy is like, oh, I want what you have, but I can go get that for myself. So I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go figure it out. But envy is a downward pulling motion where it's like, I want what you have, but you can't have it. And I don't think I can get it. So nobody can have it. Right. So it's like destruction. I'm just going to destroy you because I don't think I'm worthy. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's just, it's these ego games and these power struggles. And I understand that at a very, very innate, intuitive level. So, because I've been dealing with power struggles my whole life. And like, that's just even like nature is dealing with power struggles all the time, especially like nowadays with nature and everything like that. So.
Yeah. And envy is one of the 7 deadly emotions, according to the shamans. The shaman
well,
way
even the 7 deadly sins in the Bible. Yeah. I can go down a whole list of the 7 deadly sins and tell you how they're real and relevant. Like people are like, oh, sin isn't real. But honestly, I think comparison is sin for the most part. Like that's probably the ultimate sin is to compare, you know? And, but I mean, I could go down the whole list and tell you examples, real life examples about how the 7 deadly sins are legitimate. Like totally. It's like, you know, hey, missing Kev. I want to know why Kev goes by the missing. Do you know a missing person in your life? I never asked him that, but yeah, it's a really interesting question. I always noticed Kev because of his name on YouTube, and I was like, why does he have the name The Missing? Like
The Missing sounds like a poetry name to me. You know, like I get like a poetry vibe. It's like a mysterious name. You know, like that's what I like about it. It's a mysterious name. You know,
and that's like what's mysterious. Like poetry is like the eternal aspect of like a scribe or something. Like the poetry, like having poetry is like bringing imagery through words to life, you know? And like there's something very like mysterious about like the aspects of God or just life in general and how everything is created. And like that's like totally fits into that. Like either you're a madman or you're a poet. So but yeah. I hate this little light though. What the fuck?
What's what?
I don't know. You maybe don't see it on my side, but
we talking about like a light. It's like a little small little light.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like bothering me. But when I stand in front of this light, it goes away.
Yeah, it's probably the camera light or something. I'm not really sure.
Well,
yeah, but a person really got to be paying attention. A person really got to be paying attention in order to see it.
Oh, I'm so butthurt though. I can't see the chat. It's just like the private chat. Oh wait, there it goes. I'm in the comment. Okay.
All right. Yeah, but the shaman.
Meth, Becky. What the fuck is going on here? I don't fucking do meth. What the fuck? Leonard Peel.
I don't know.
Are you a fucking banana peel slipping on your own ass? What the fuck?
I don't know what that is. I think that's a troll. But I'm trying to tap my screen, but the shit ain't going away. The fucking trying to tap my shit, the shit ain't fucking going away. Like what
the fuck? I
don't know what the hell that is.
He's a banana peel.
Okay, now I see my shit working. Okay, cool.
Funny,
okay, cool. Now I tapped it. Okay, cool. All right, cool. It's just like somewhere, you know, my Wi-Fi is jumping and shit. Motherfucking Wi-Fi jumping. But that's what I was saying. You know, the shamans, say like the 7 deadly sins are the 7 deadly emotions that lives in all of us. Like we all
Right.
have it. Like when they say envy, they say if you fail that initiation, because they call it like initiations if you go through these phases, like severe phases. They say you will live through your child or your projects. You'll be obsessing over outcomes. You're envious of those who seem to have more options, even your own child's wide open vistas. Wow, what I'm saying? It's like that's some deep shit to hear. Like, woo, this is a lot deeper than sin. This is like a more personal and eternal that it can destroy you eternally. And it say envy is healed by compassion. So envious people need to be more compassionate in order to get rid of that emotion. So basically they gotta actually give love and they
Well,
might have
they
to give some
actually,
finances.
first of all, they have to give it to themselves.
That
And sometimes
first,
that's the
yes.
hardest thing to do. And yeah, it's definitely like, because we're very outer focused. Very outer focused, and that's kind of the problem. When we're focusing our aims outward, we're definitely neglecting everything that's inside. And like if you're like looking to like lose weight and everything just so like your ex-boyfriend can like maybe think you're hot again or something, you're not going to maintain that weight loss over time, because you're just like trying to like win this certain outcome or win somebody over, and you're not winning yourself over. So
Right.
and it's just really self-destruction. I mean, any self-destruction is destruction of everything else around you, ultimately.
Exactly.
So,
and that was the whole point of the, like the 7 deadly sins being really 7 deadly emotions. Because man, that shit is a motherfucker. Because like my sin is wrath, and they say I have to have peace. So following peace of mind and meditation is the righteous, so-called righteous or proper path to follow. And I was like, okay. Right. I was like, Shiva, which is the god of destruction, by the way, he walks this path. So I wonder, I'm like, man, you got all this power to destroy universes, and you choose to kick back and fucking relax. That shows a lot of restraint and discipline and determination of staying at peace. Because
that's yeah, and that's definitely something that like I was saying before we started the live, like I want to quit smoking cigarettes. I don't even really want to drink anymore. Like I go in and out of these phases, right? I mean, and it's okay to teeter in and out. I think it's important because, like, I mean, you could fucking stop drinking and be sober for the rest of your life, and then miss out on these other opportunities, and you're also fighting with other people and like having to neglect all these relationships that you love just because, like, some people just aren't on the same level as that, and some people just aren't going to respect what you're doing. And like that's the thing though too, is sometimes you do have to meet people where they're at, and a lot of people just don't have the humility to do so. And but that's the thing, is like about truly loving people and having that compassion is meeting people where they're at and like trying to put yourself in their shoes, even though one shoe fits one man, one pinches another, but it's there's a lot of what I want to say, just the judgment, it's like it's just like that troll comment, it's just like, I mean, the self-control. Like, are you going to add anything of substance to the conversation? No, you're just going to come at me about what I look like and then assume that my name is Becky as if you're funny, and you're not. Nobody's really laughing. Right. But then you're going to like try to like make it to where I start to feel like lose my self-esteem or something just because some weird rando person named Leonardo Peel or some crap is talking shit about me on the internet. I feel bad for any of those people that has to feel like they have to adjust what they look like or tailor their speech so that people on the internet can like them all the time. Okay. This is what I look like. Yeah. I've made bad decisions in my life, but so have you. So like, it's that whole like throw stones kind of shit, own up to your own shit and then come at me. Right. And add some substance to the conversation instead of coming at people for what they look like. That's boring. You're boring me. It's like when people talk about race and shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, Martin Luther King would be rolling in his grave right now. Everybody's all identifying with color and shit. That's boring. I didn't decide from my knowledge that to come down here and pop out of my mom's, vagina as a white woman. Okay? I didn't. So.
I want to return my receipt. I want to be like, hey, yo. I wish I had a receipt. Like, yo, nigga, I want to come back, son.
Yeah, I mean,
This the wrong
these
planet,
truths
B.
seem, yeah, these truths seem self-evident to me, right? Like if I'm gonna go around and like start poking and prodding people for the way they look, which they didn't have any control over that whatsoever. Like, oh yeah, I could go pay tons of money to get plastic surgery, but that's not gonna guarantee that I'm gonna look not botched or anything. Like, I might as well just
Right, or
accept who I
have
am
health
as I am right now. Like, I
complications.
got a furrow brow, deep ass wrinkle. That ain't going away. I'm not gonna pay for Botox. It's just because I look at people like they're stupid. Can you imagine what it's gonna be like? You know, I don't care. This body is going to rot eventually. Give me a break, you know?
Yeah,
Like
and
people
the
are really
people that's
boring
gonna,
me.
those people that gonna have plastic surgery and the body start rotting. This, I'm sorry, but that shit gonna look hilarious.
No, like you know the skeleton though, like a skeleton with fake
Yeah, it's gonna be a skeleton with silicone everywhere.
You know?
I care about the future. How you gonna look in the future doing some shit like that?
Well, yeah, and like I mean, if people truly see, you can see that my aura is not fucking black and dark and foggy. You know, I mean, if you're being honest, like that's what matters because my soul is eternal. My spirit is my spirit is my eternal essence. My soul is what directs my consciousness. If your consciousness is directed based on shallow, superficial means, then you have no soul really, and you're not directing any part of your being, in my opinion. So.
Thanks. Now, you wanted me to talk about my spiritual advisor.
Yes, please tell me.
All right. All right. Like, where can I go, man? It was like, man, I was in the dark fucking place. And hopping into the street life. Street life. I needed some guidance. And you know, like, and beforehand, it was always OGs showing me the game. And he just was another OG later on in my life, that showed me the game. And he said, like, during the street life, he said, yo, take time out to meditate. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't paid no mind. I ain't really think nothing of it because I was not only I was in a street life, but I said to myself, I was like a year and a half of my life was taken from me. And I'm about to get that back. So I'm about to have some fun. So I was like, this is when I left Christianity. So so it was like, I was like, fuck Jesus and the devil. Fuck both of those. I'm about to do me, So I don't even care what y'all think. I'm about to get my year and a half back. All right. But during that time he was telling me to meditate and I didn't listen. So around 2008 we got hit with the recession. And that shit really took a toll on niggas. It was like I lost a job, we lost cribs. A lot of people was getting their houses and buildings foreclosed. Everybody was getting put on the street. People was committing suicide left and right. It was crazy. It was crazy in '08.
It's crazy. I think it's going to be a lot crazier. It's crazier now, and we just haven't felt that monetary bump quite yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've dealt with suicide quite a lot in my life so far. And my parents lost their house when I was growing up back in 2008 as well. So I definitely F Bank of America.
Oh yeah, fuck but in 2009, this is when I was like, all right, this is when I take my path. Cause my year and a half is up. So now it's like, all right, what path I'm gonna follow, what path I'm gonna walk. And my spiritual advisor, he happened to call me. But okay, wait a minute. Did he make the spiritual advisor status yet? Yeah. When I first met him, he was like a counselor, then he went up to mentor, then I was like, all right, spiritual advisor at this point, because I'm trying to find myself, I feel like I needed some help. But he happened to call me and was like, yo, read the book of Enoch. And I was like, okay. And reading the book of Enoch, it was like, do I still want to be a Christian? So let me read this book And I was like, wait a minute, this book filled in some holes that I was looking for when I was reading the Bibles. I was like, wait a minute, is there any more of this Dead Sea Scroll shit? So I was like, all right, I went down a line of books. I was like, all right, I read the book of Jasher, book of Raziel, a book of the 12 tribes, the like 5 books of Maccabees. So I was like, all right, do I still want to do this? It was like, nope, read something else. So I was like, all right, I read the Quran. I didn't read all of it. I read like maybe like not a half, but like close to it. But it was like, nope, not digging it. So then it was like shamanism and then Buddhism. I was like, yep, this is resonating with my spirit. So then hit back up my spiritual advisor. He was like, yep. So he was in Texas at the time, and we was, like reading the book of Buddha, like together, like reading chapter for chapter. So it was like, all right, this is what resonates. And then I was like, all right, let me read some other shit. And then I came to an overall conclusion. I was like, you know what? This is an individual journey, and I'm just gonna have to carve my path on my own. Like everything else, like I started to see the form of control that motherfuckers was using on both sides, spirituality and religion. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just walk my path. Just walk my path, But,
right. And I mean, Carl Jung says, go that will and that way, which experience confirms to be your own. And if your soul is that which what directs your consciousness, then the only path to go is your own. Right? Because if you're following anybody else's advice, anybody else's shit, I mean, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself, right? But
that's right.
But I don't mean that in any way. Like, I just mean it in a way that, like, if you don't like how something was done, then you're gonna have to take note of that and, like, later on, check your inventory, right? But I mean, that's like, if your soul is what directs your conscious awareness, anything else that directs that for you is gonna lead you astray. And connecting with your spirit, which is your eternal essence, will help you decide and connect with your soul that will direct you to where you need to go. And that's like, everybody's just getting caught up in all this shit, like, oh, I gotta go save this person, or I gotta go do this, or I gotta go do that, and I gotta go to my 9-to-5 job, I gotta go, and like, I mean, I've definitely been like that, and I'm like still kind of in that way. Like, I was just thinking to myself earlier, like, I'm not gonna be able to fulfill my dreams if I'm fulfilling them all for everybody else. And that's that's how I've been, but I also think that the teamwork makes the dream work. Exactly. And I'm a big people person. So I really love cultivating transformative relationships, and I love connecting with people on more deeper levels, which can be hard because, like, most people don't want to go to those deeper levels of the water, right? And that's like why I go by Ocean Imago online, because like there's all these images that we are like privy to and get connected with, but they're not all real. And especially like people project all this garbage onto me that's not fucking real. So it's just, it's not fair either, because you're doing.
I deal with that only from the baby mother, and that's why she's number one most person I hate.
Right.
But as long as my daughter knows the truth, I feel better. I feel great. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, my daughter know the truth, because guess what she got? With me.
Well, that's what's great, like, when kids get older too. When kids,
Oh yeah, yep. Oh shit, I was about to say, I feel like Flex from One-on-One. That show used to come on. Because he used to take care of his daughter and shit. Until she got sucked off to college. Yep, and that's the next step. Gotta send my daughter off to college.
Right. But you're willing to like let the little birds jump off and learn how to fly. Like, you're willing to do that. A lot of mothers are not willing to do that for their children. And it's kind of like this suffocating mother effect, the devouring mother effect. Oh yeah, there's a recording. People always go to hate no matter what, but like, hate is not the opposite of love. Apathy is. When I don't like somebody, or I don't want them to feed off my energy, I feel nothing toward them. And then they have no power over me whatsoever. But hate is a negative attachment to something. And love is just a positive attachment to something. And like, if you love something, eventually they, they get taken off your pedestal, and you will fall into those states of awareness or consciousness that fall into hatred. And I mean, that's why it's like love is kind of the loss of peace of mind, or the death of peace of mind, because you're always teetering in and out of these, you know, attachments, especially to your own emotions toward another person, and you're identifying with it. It's like, oh, I love you, but it's like, I'm in love with you because that's never going to change, you know? So that's kind of how I see it. But there's definitely like, you know, and that's the thing too, is like, oh, all these haters, but they're like, haters are like your best promoters, to be honest, because they're the ones like triangulating you and talking about you behind your back and like calling people like, yo, guess what Sam said? Oh, she said this today. Like, what do you think of that? And then like, I've had people call me, and like, I'm not even gonna like entertain that anymore, because I've had people call me like for advice, and I call these air quotes air rabbits, because air rabbits don't exist unless you're talking about dust. But yeah, I'm not like, if people are calling me to talk about somebody that I don't fucking know, especially with this online bullshit, because like I got people that are like triangulating me online that I don't even know in real life. So it's like, how can you call me when I don't even know you in real life, and I don't even know who you are, and ask me about what I think about this person when people only show different sides of them, you know? And like, I don't care if I look like a fucking dope head or something like that right now. Like, one day I'll probably look like a fucking banging ass 10 or something. Who cares? Like, beauty is subjective, and it's in the eyes of the beholder.
You don't look like a meth head. I'm from the poorest city in the country. I seen meth heads. You nowhere close.
Like, yeah, but it's just like,
these people look like PS1 monster villains. They look like PlayStation 1 characters. I'm like, do you even look real, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Sean. I keep on forgetting. Like, who's visual recording? This Sean. Like, yo, what up, though, Sean? Why, nigga?
Okay. I
was like, wait a minute. I heard it before. Channel. I was like, nigga, I smoked too much.
I haven't been over on T's channel in a while, so, but I was wondering.
I was like, man,
so
I smoked too
Sean
much.
Too, yeah. But yeah, no, but it's like, if you're gonna hate on somebody, that just means you really like them and you hate it. Like, or they just disappointed you and you don't like what they're doing. But like, if you really care about somebody, you're gonna let them do their own thing. Like, you're gonna understand them. You're gonna try to like meet them halfway and be like, yo, like, and that's the thing, is like, people calling me for advice and then don't like what I'm saying about it. Like, don't even ask me, or don't. And then triangulation for me is like, that's a form of narcissistic abuse. Triangulation, that's a narcissistic abusive program and pattern. And then people are online talking about narcissists and crap and don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And then they in themselves are acting narcissistic and don't even see it, you know? Talk about—
Yeah, and there's levels. And there's levels to it, because I've seen all levels. I have to deal with it all my life. During from high school to now, I'm like, okay, that's a level. That's a level. That's a higher level. I might have to kill that motherfucker. And that's allegedly. You know, I'm like, whoa, let me just stay away from everybody and just observe from the heights of the gods. Like, okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take that route.
And that's also why they say to move in silence, you know? And that's like what I'm trying to learn too. Because like, sometimes I just get so excited about stuff. I got to tell somebody, like, I get like this awesome, brilliant, like genius idea. And like, I feel like if it stays inside, it's just going to rot there. But like, I'm trying to learn how to deal with that too, because a lot of people have stolen my ideas and like have just like ran it through the dirt. It's like with my primordial soup thing that I was originally going to do, like there's like the week that I was going to do it, fucking, there was like a YouTube channel came up and it's like, we're the primordial soup. And it's like this weird can. And like, I'm like, the day I was originally going to launch it, you know, and I was like, what the hell? But then again, like, there's no original thought. Can you come up with an original thought right now? I'm going to challenge you, and we'll challenge the people in the chat. Can you come up with one original thought? And if you can, if you think you can, we're going to Google it.
There is nothing new under the sun.
No.
Everything has a source. Everything has a source.
Yeah, and then like, that's the thing too, is even if I keep it inside, it's still going to go somewhere in the ether realm, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, energy just keeps bouncing off and spiraling out and spiraling in and like all this shit. It's everywhere, and they're all things. And if it wasn't, then it would just be artificial, like this artificial intelligence shit. Like, they're like, oh, like fucking Elon Husk.
Elon Husk.
I was calling him Elon Flux because like, I'm not sure if he's going to be an evil villain or not. And then
Oh,
my
he's
friend
already
calls
an
him
evil
Elon
villain.
Husk.
The worstest evil villains are the villains that don't know that they evil villains. That's the whole fucking thing. He don't know, but I think he do. I think that's not him. He's a surrogate. That nigga sitting at home chilling behind a fucking desk with something on his head, and those Elon Musks out there doing interviews. That's what I think. but
Yeah.
in reality, I don't think he know he a villain. Like I don't think he know he a villain. But
No, and that's
putting
like what
chips
makes
in
it
people's
worse.
brains, huh?
Because like that's like with AI, we're projecting our own consciousness onto AI. And then people are like acting like AI technology and shit is like higher conscious awareness than us, like quantum computing and stuff. It's not. It's not.
Right.
That's totally false. And to be truly a god, you have to create something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And we're thinking that robots are going to be better than us. Yeah,
Nope.
that's how I feel about that.
They're gonna be good sex robots, and that's it. Those gonna be the ones that kill him. Those gonna be the ones that kill the man. We're already
That's gonna
dead.
be so scary. Like, okay, so like in China, they have like these rape kits where it's like you put it in whatever, and then it's got like these like clamps. So if a dude tries to rape you, his dick gets stuck in you. I'm like, but that's not like that. I don't feel like that's a great idea. Like, because like you're gonna have to go to the hospital with this dude and like get him removed.
It's
I don't know.
It's a contingency. That's more of a contingency plan if we can't catch these motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, we can't catch these slick motherfuckers, so we got to do this. That's a contingency. It's like it must be that bad over there for them to do that.
Right.
But I don't know if it's China or Japan. Like I think they still sell panties out of vending machines. I'm not sure if they still do that anymore. I need to look that up again.
That's wild. Like, why go to a vending machine when you could just go to the laundromat down the road and pull out some chick's panties? I don't know. That's what happened to my mom.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, like people are weirdos. Okay, so like when we were selling my house in Oregon, we still had like some of our stuff in there and people were coming in just to see the house. But I came back and like one of the people and the realtor came in and was like looking through my underwear drawer. And I'm just like, and then playing with my brother's sword and shit. I'm like, okay, the sword thing. If I saw that in somebody's house, my brother's badass sword, I might like, you know, whatever. But my underwear drawer, like all my drawers were open, everything. I was like, it's not like you guys are gonna get my dresser when we leave. Like,
right.
You know, it's just crazy. So it goes back to like that self-control thing. Like people really heavily lack self-control. So like if they have a soul, it is being inhabited by like these material things or like sexual shit that is like, and then there's also people that are like overcompensating, like the no fap, right? They're like, oh, well, I'm gonna join no fap and like not jack off for like months, weeks at a time or whatever. But they're actually just overcompensating for their like insatiable lust for like women or something that they don't want to like indulge in. So that's like not good either, you know.
I think they should just read a book. or just move to a place where they do it all the time. I guess or find a website, be like, okay, this woman is a nympho. I'm gonna get her so I can get it every day. You know, like there's solutions, but like they choose not to search, I guess. You know, the information is out there, but
that's the thing.
lazy.
It's like an archer, you know, when you're like when you're at a shooting range and you're shooting at the target and you're trying to hit the target, you're gonna miss all the other things in the environment while you're aiming at this one thing. So like sometimes when you're like searching for stuff, it can become a tunnel and you only see that thing that will fulfill that thing, but it's actually not the thing that will fulfill it, you know? So people get distracted by that. And that's also that whole soul thing. Like the soul is like, you know, it's like whenever I think of the soul, like it's like the sun too, like the soul. So it's like a circle and like it could be a black hole or it could be like the sun and it can reflect outward or it could suck everything inside, right? And and it's like that soul is like, you know, it's depriving itself of its natural nutrients or its needs. Like we all have like sexual desires. We all have, you know, all these needs. Like we need safety, we need food and water for sustenance and all this shit. And if you're depriving yourself of these basic needs, then you're gonna go siphon them from something else. It's like narky people. Narky people need supply, basically. So they need like energy from other people because they can't maintain their own like neurotic drives and unconscious drives. So they have to like siphon supply from others, like attention or money or whatever. So they can't ever actually connect with anybody on an intimate level because like it's always transactional.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm not a
I try to
transaction.
stay
You
away.
cannot deem me a toaster oven when I'm a nuclear reactor, man. Like, give me a break. So what are you drinking? Is that wine?
Oh yeah, this wine. This is some Carlo Rossi sweet red.
I've never seen anyone in Michigan drink wine.
Oh yeah, because like I don't really drink liquor like that. I slowed down like for the past like I think like 4 years. I drink on occasion, but like when you see me with the bottle, like it's an occasion that day. No matter what happened, it's gonna be like I met someone new, or I just found out some info, or shoot, I'm about to go to a party.
Yeah. And like you're just celebrating because we're finally doing a pod again. It's been a little bit. So yeah, and it's like that's nice to reward yourself that way. But if you're like
and plus I had 2 strikes. I was right on 2 strikes, man. I'm back. Like, what's good, y'all?
So are those strikes gone?
Yo, now I'm back. I think I'm probably down to 1 strike, or I got no strikes. I'm not sure. Like I will feel safe when July comes, where I might have no strikes at all. But I think I probably got a strike. Still probably got 1. But
and that's like another thing. Yeah, that's another thing that sucks. Like I want to make content. I want to get people involved. I want to talk to people and like share their stories online. But like you're limited in your speech and like you're limited in what content you can put out. And that's just like such a disservice to creative people in general. You know? That's
and they
what's
keep
fucked up
on
though,
adding.
too. Yeah.
They keep on adding on like new words to the list that you can't say. And it's already a long list. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even about to look the list up. I know I'm shadow banned. Like, fuck it.
Right.
I said, fuck it.
And that's like a main driver for me not really doing it. And like everyone's like, oh, Sam has a low self-esteem. Sam is it. No, it's just like, dude, for one, I'm not trying to appease you and your weird people on the internet. Like, and that's the thing too, is if I do, continue to start making content, it's not gonna be for everybody. And to think that it's gonna be for everybody and I'm gonna hit the jackpot and I'm gonna get famous and I'm gonna get a record deal or I'm gonna get this or that, that's just retarded and delusional. Okay. I want people to come to me who it resonates with. I don't want just weirdo people trolling me because they're bored, living in their mom's basement. Like, I'm also an elite troll on YouTube, but I haven't been doing that in a while. I got like 4 or 5 different accounts that I use for trolling. But I troll the big wigs, okay? I troll people that are like super, super intellectual, like putting out like, drivers, the builders. I troll them and I give them depth to my content, my comments. I make it hurt. Okay. Like, come on. If you're going to say anything to me, come on, bring on the heat. Like, fuck.
Exactly.
I'm getting so bored. I'm bored. I am BORED bored. Okay. Have you ever seen Ed, and Eddie?
Yeah.
That's more fucking entertaining than anything. Like,
yeah, me too. Because I was trying to find something to talk about. I was like, ain't nothing really popping. I'm like, ain't nothing really popping in the world. It's the same old psyop. So I was like, but we'll just talk about our life.
Yeah, and I think that's yeah. Like, who is Jesse Washington? Like, I know Hurricane is the hurricane, but like, and then like there's like so many facets of ourselves that nobody will ever get to see because they don't know us in real life, And like I hope once I get back to the United States, and things like start to roll in my favor, and I start to like follow my own will in my way because it's I got to do that because I make things happen for everybody else but me, and that's really bumming me out. you know? But I would like to do something in real life and get that on film. Not me filming it, not me on my phone doing it. Somebody that I paid to film our movie, man.
That's right. That's right. Hell yeah.
And like, that's what I was saying earlier is like, I feel like, you know, there's going to be people that are going to come on here and, you know, they're going to be watching us, which is great. That's great and all. But I don't think I'm helping anybody doing this. I really don't. Because they're just going to sit on their fucking ass and consume this content. And they're not going to go anywhere. They're just going to be staying in one place, just siphoning all this shit. Like, you know? I mean, hopefully, like, my energy and what we're saying inspires people to get off their ass and go their own way. Yeah. And it's, like, funny because, like, the red pill community is like, MGTOW, men go their own way. No, everybody got to go their own way. If you're identifying with being a man, if you're just identifying with being a man, you already lost the point. Yeah. You know? And that's, like, what Rich was also bringing up, and Kev, that's what another thing we talked about, you know, is, like, the Axis Monday and like, you know, these feminine and masculine traits and archetypes that we all have within us. It doesn't mean that like, oh, I'm a transvestite or something, or that I'm gay or like that men have to be gay to connect with their femininity. That's not what it is. I mean, it's an allegory or a metaphor, you know, and that's something that you just integrate. But like people are like, oh no, it's good. You're like, oh, if that guy's in touch with his emotions, he's a faggot. No, like, give me a break, dude. No, because that can actually, you know, make people start to like question themselves, and then you're already harming that person by making them question their own emotions and their ability to interpret them, because you're going to call them gay because you're not in touch with yours. Okay. Tell that to a little boy who's in touch with his emotions and has compassion, and then he's going to start like thinking, questioning himself, and then he's going to get gang raped in the hallway by a bunch of boys, and then he's going to think that he likes it when he does obvious like. No.
Whoa.
Let people be who they are.
Whoa, that was a little extreme, bro.
No, but it's true. Like, what happens in these fraternities and shit?
God damn.
No, it's true though. What happens in these fraternities in these colleges or in high school at these football, you know, in these locker rooms at football games? These boys, they target one boy and they shove a broomstick up his ass.
God damn.
Is that okay?
Hell no, that ain't okay. That should remind me of that LL Cool J movie. What's the name of that? That In Too Deep. Man, that shit.
Well, it's like, we got to talk about these things, you know? It's like, because I mean, yeah, like, it's even like, you know, this drinking culture or like this whole like toxic culture in colleges where women are like preyed upon by other men, and like they have to feel like they feel as if they have to like have this sex with all these dudes. It's like this, it's weird.
I would say give them a strap. I'll be like, give the girls on campus a strap.
As liberation, but they're actually being like manipulated into doing this in these college campuses. And then like I had a friend growing up, his cousin was going to CU Boulder, and he got drunk as hell at a party and, you know, drank himself to death, but he was sleeping on the couch. Everybody thought he was sleeping. They drew dicks all over his face and his body, and his mom had to identify his body that way.
God damn. Yeah, that's fucked up.
And then they had the audacity to come to the funeral and say that they were his friend. You know?
God damn. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
You gotta be real about this shit. And like everybody on the truth community is like, oh, you gotta be real. Well, for one, a real person never has to tell anyone that they're real. Okay? Real recognizes real. And if I'm gonna come in the room and tell everybody I'm an elephant, it's gonna be obvious that I'm not a fucking elephant.
Right.
So like, and then like people want to talk about real shit, but they're going to talk about conspiracy theories that can't be proven. Conspiracy theories just go round and round in a circle. Because even the lack of evidence proves the conspiracy. You know, and that's not, so that's like where we stop the line. It's like, oh, what's the truth? You're just going to keep going around in circles, having these arbitrary arguments. What's real is what's really happening that you've actually experienced. So that's why it's important to really talk about who you are as a person and not like build up this persona, right? I mean, we all go by these nicknames and stuff, right? But like, yeah, Ocean Imago. But the Imago is just an image that is constructed from outside of us. And it's deep wells of oceans of people doing that, right? There's plenty of fish in the sea kind of shit. But that's not me. That's just me pointing out that that's definitely not me, and that's definitely not you either, right? So that's like one of my rules now. In real life, if I meet somebody and they give me an alias and don't want to give me the real name, they are sus as hell. Because like in Oregon, and like little camps and everything, the homeless people, they giving me all these nicknames. Oh, my name's Crispy. Okay, you Crispy. Or like they had people changing their name every couple weeks, but they got felonies, they raping kids, they doing all kinds of weird shit. And that's why they don't want to tell you their real name, because that real name will probably sell them the out.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about sellouts and shit when they're sellouts too. There ain't nothing real about you if you can't even fucking show your face and tell everybody your real name. What are you afraid of? Everybody like saying, oh, Sam's insecure, Sam's this, Sam's that. Guess what? I showed up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's just, the truth is self-evident. And if it's not, then you need to check your inventory again. You know?
All right. On to the next. Oh, shit. Like, since we shooting from the hip, all right, you over there, you say you in Sofia, Bulgaria?
Yeah.
All right. Like any haunted places over there? Like any like supernatural?
I haven't really looked it up. I mean, I'm sure there is. This is a Soviet dystopian nightmare. All right, like it. There's rundown buildings everywhere, and like I mean, Alexander the Great came through here. Like, I mean, I was looking up different like tombs. They have different like tombs. Like there's I forget what the tomb's called, but that was really neat. That was really neat to look it up. But I mean. We got harassed by Bulgarian police twice since we've been here. So it doesn't really feel comfortable going anywhere because they're targeting us at this point just to scam us for money or whatever they're trying to do. So that makes me very uneasy because I don't know the language, you know, so there's a huge language barrier. And if they were to separate me and Spencer or whatever, then like we'd be screwed. And like they happen to do it every time I don't have my phone on me. But regardless, my phone doesn't work even when I leave the Wi-Fi zone. So like it's kind of useless.
Wow.
Oh, thanks, Kev. But I don't know. It's just like it's kind of scary to be honest. Like we're probably gonna go to Slovenia next or something. I'm not too sure. I'll probably be traveling around until August, and I'll be back in US, and then I'll be in Florida with my family, with donkeys and horses. I can't wait. But yeah, like it's just such a language barrier, and then getting harassed by police. That's not something that I like. And then everybody's like. And what I'm coming to this realization, you know, people are like, "Oh, are you loving Europe?" Blah, blah. I don't know if it's just Eastern Europe. I'm not too sure where I'll be going, but like I feel like I just left Oregon, but I'm still in Oregon because I walk out this Airbnb that I'm at. There's trash everywhere. The guy, like I'm getting stared at. Like these people stare at me with disdain almost. Like it's not a welcoming place.
That is fucking crazy.
I'm like, you know, and it's like, man, there's trash fucking everywhere. You know, there's trash cans everywhere. And it's just funny, this phenomenon, like everybody's just dunking all this trash in one trash can, but there's like trash cans all around that are empty. But it's like everybody hones in on that one fucking trash can and it's like fucking overfilled and all the other ones are empty. I'm just like, I don't know, like my Virgo tendencies are just like, and then my Pisces moon's like, no, the earth, why are we doing? Like it's starting to make me like loathe my species. It's just like take out your trash, you know. So it's like also that thing like hoarders and stuff. Like take your inventory and take out your trash.
Right.
It's just so sad. Like all that plastic is gonna come in the ocean. All that plastic is gonna be wrapped around a bird's neck and choke it. Like. And no wonder everybody's like, oh, like where are all the birds? Like 3,000 freaking cows dropped dead in Kansas recently. You wonder why?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Damn.
And then homeless people are like, oh, well, the earth is my home. And then they leave it trashed as hell. So that's how your mama raised you, okay?
Right, man, that shit crazy.
Man, so it's not that different. Like everybody's like, oh, how's Europe? But it's wonderful. Like, you guys have really high expectations. So like that's the thing too, is I'm telling people like you might want to lower those because especially with the predicament of the economy and the state of the soul of humanity, it's turning into the same everywhere you go. Like, I mean, there is beautiful architecture. Like when I was in Budapest, Hungary a couple weeks ago, that was freaking cool. Okay. Like there's still castles standing and everything, but now everything's becoming very minimalist and techie, and like everything that was like architecturally beautiful is pretty much decaying and destroyed. And now they're trying to rebuild it, which is probably going to look really freaking lame, by the way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not. And like, I'm also starting to realize that I have an appreciation for the United States that I never thought I would have. No, to be honest with you, because like everybody just dogs Americans, you know, everybody just like dogs Americans, or like that's kind of the stereotype, is that Americans suck or that we're rude. I mean, I'm definitely loud. Like that's probably another reason why people stare at me, because you can hear me talking like probably a mile away because my voice resonates or whatever. I just command the room. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know, like just the people here so far have not been, you know, and like I've already had problems with people in the US, like with the things that I've been through, and it just sucks, you know, just to go somewhere and then not be welcomed. And I'm not even welcomed in the US, but it's still way nicer. Like people smile at me on the street in the US.
Right. Right.
You know? And then people know not to stare in the US. I don't know why that's a cultural thing in Europe to fucking stare at everybody.
They're like, who is it?
You know? Like no wonder they killed the natives.
Man.
You know? No wonder white people killed Native Americans when they came over the US, because like Native Americans believed it was rude to stare at people. You know? Like, don't look at me in the eyes. You might put your demons in me or something, right? Like, that's why people are wearing the sunglasses. Can't steal my energy wearing these. It's just like, because the eyes are the gateway to the soul. You can look at somebody and you can know right off the bat by a gaze that they're attracted to you. If you're not like inexperienced.
That probably look at me now and see I'm high as hell.
Yeah, I can tell. You're lucky though. I kind of like, man. I'm like, man.
I'm laid back like a motherfucker.
I just tell people I'm high on life now. I'm just like, what you smoking? No, I'm high on life. I'm just high on life. I used to have a hat that said that with a diamond on it. It was the coolest hat ever. It got stolen. But that's like how you do it, man. You're just like, what are you high on? I'm just high on life, man.
Yeah.
My imaginary dreaming. You know?
Word, for real.
Yeah.
But you said you're gonna be traveling until August, so that's
I got
that's a couple months. That's cool. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
90
cool.
days.
Yeah, get your chill on. That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I'm still very, very like happy that I came out here. It's like the chance of a lifetime, right? And I mean, I've been through so much freaking shit in the last couple of years, like really bad, especially like after my brother and just like my car accident. Like,
yeah, that shit crazy.
I'm lucky to be alive, you know? I'm lucky to be alive. So it may not be what I expect it to be, but that just means I need to check my inventory and drop the expectations, you know? Because I'm only just hurting myself, and then like I'm gonna like have these unconscious expectations on my spouse or anybody else around me, and then I'm gonna project that shit on them, acting like they're a piece of shit or something because they didn't do what I wanted, but I didn't even say what I wanted because I didn't even know. Is that fair? That's not fair.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah.
Yeah. I wish we had some topics to talk about, but shit, man, they shit popping in the news.
I don't even watch the news, man. I don't even watch the news. You know what the news for me is? The clouds.
Yeah. I'm looking in the sky too. I'm waiting for something to come out that bitch. I'm waiting for Project Bluebeam to happen.
Like, go look at the stars tonight. Yeah, go look at the clouds. See what shape you see, because the shapes you see are the realm you're in.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go smoke a blunt. I'm gonna call see if I can call my girl Brandy and see if we can have a nightcap.
Yeah,
shout out to Brandy.
Why not? That
If not, I'm going alone. chill under the breeze.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea. I hope she says yes, because that'd be a great time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I might just be like, fucking go to the movies, go to the drive-in.
Oh, they have a drive-in there?
Yeah, but we got a I forgot. Like I might have to I forgot. Like we in Detroit where like everybody gotta like make sure they got their credentials when they drive. So
Oh, right.
it's like 99.8% of people in Detroit either got a license, no insurance, or insurance and no license.
Well, that's all becoming a thing all over the US, especially with the whole the free rights movement or like the sovereign movement, where people are like literally not getting insurance anymore and like not carrying their driver's license or getting plates on their car. Like that's a big thing happening. Because I mean, all the corruption in the legalists, the legal shit, the legal jargon, that's all like confining us in this like weird prison based on like these stupid documents, bureaucratic bullshit, I call it. It's pretty
Just
much
give
coming
us
out
the
of the
car.
woodwork and being called out for what it is.
Right. Just give us the car. We bought it. We don't need to pay nothing every month. Let us drive until they break down and we'll
That's
pay
the thing
someone
is
at the shop.
in the I think it's the Black's Law Dictionary. I forget which. It's the main law book that they use. And we don't need a license unless we're driving for commerce, which means for business purposes. If you're driving for leisure, then it says you don't need a driver's license.
Wow. Man.
And that it's like Black's Law Dictionary. I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of crap. But
yeah, I'm gonna look it up because that shit crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's where they screw us. But a cop will be like, "Oh, well, are you driving to work?" And you have you do not need to tell them where you're going ever if they have no reason to pull you over. So when they go, "Oh, well, where are you going? Where are you headed?" "Oh, I'm just driving out, taking a drive. I'm just enjoying a leisure. Driving for leisure, enjoying my day. Is there a reason why you pulled me over, officer?" And then, you're not even legally obliged to even hand him over anything.
Right.
But I mean, of course, like they're gonna, use their freaking power against you and try to like force some shit on you. But I mean, if you're legaled up and you know your shit, I've been seeing a lot of people getting away with it. A lot of cops are also being like, "Holy crap, I'm a criminal. I'm the criminal." Like,
I'm scared. I'm scared because I live in the second worst place to drive in.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
that's a fact.
I definitely
My brother,
can imagine.
Hold on. My little brother car got totaled. I'm like, it looked like that video game Burnout 3. It was totaled, and like the shit was parked, and it happened in the middle of the night. It was a hit and run, and it was like, yo, it was a truck. You could tell it was a truck because the motherfucker, my brother had a small car at the time. And that shit was just like it was folded. It looked like how they did Princess Diana shit. Like, damn. Like it looked like what the fuck? If anybody was in that whip, they would have died. I'm like, this is middle of the night. Like, well, like it was like probably like a Friday or a Saturday night, like everybody partying and shit, and our block is kind of dark, but at the same time, it's so dangerous in Detroit. You don't even have to be in your car for it to get totaled. That's all I gotta say. That's the whole.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, no. I believe you. I believe you. Like I've been in so many accidents, and like I've seen like crazy accidents. I mean, my brother's Land Rover when we were growing up, a kid across the street who was disabled, just loved my brother so much, and like my brother drove this awesome car, Land Rover. And Jared one day somehow like got in our house, stole his keys, and drove the Land Rover into a house. Like, go! Like,
wow.
And then in Oregon, everybody's stealing people's cars, stealing the catalytic converters, all kinds of crap. Like nothing is safe.
God damn.
And like that's the thing too is like people are like being possessed by something as well, because like in Eugene, if you look into it, like on 7th in Eugene, there's like people all of a sudden out of nowhere, like they're driving normal, and all of a sudden they're like hit the fucking tail, hit it, and then they're going 80 and then hitting poles, crashing to poles and shit. It's fucking bizarre. There is
It's
some
like they
scary shit
glitching.
going on.
These fucking glitching like the Matrix. I think they real
Oh, they are. They
NPC.
are. Well, I mean, okay, it's like these people are losing their soul, and the soul directs your consciousness, and they don't have one. Then they can be inhabited by any kind of spirit or influence to do whatever it wants.
Yep.
And that's
Yep,
what the whole
good.
fight for humanity is. It's a not fight for humanity itself. It's humanity's soul that inhabits the body within us.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
it's what directs our consciousness in our vessel. So if they get rid of that, then we're done for. And that's what Billy Gates wants to do. He's opening the gates of hell, bro. And
These are my top five. These are my top five people I hate. I hate that. That nigga know. I'm like, yo, bro. I don't give a fuck if you did make Xbox. Nigga, you on my list. Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, I've been trolling Elon Musk on Twitter. And it's funny because I was like, I've been trolling Elon Musk on Twitter, and he's all, I'm gonna name my satellite Wi-Fi network Stinky. And I was like, that makes so much sense because it's musky in hell. And I was like thinking to myself the other day, I woke up and I was so stinky. And I was like, man, I was just thinking to myself, I smell musky. It's fucking musky in hell. And I keep on hashtagging that. So if you guys want to hashtag it's musky in hell and make it like go viral. It was just funny because it's like a synchronicity for me. Because like the next day,
you might as well just throw it in the pile. You might as well just throw it in the pile with the rest of the memes because they all over the place. Everybody throwing a meme out there.
But it was just
I was trying to
though.
get into that. I try to get into that game and you try to make a meme and go viral, but I'm like, man, there's like millions of people trying that shit. I'm like, you know what? Like my meme gotta be like one in a million.
I think he saw it though, because it literally happened like the next day. So I wrote the Twitter status where I was like, so I woke up to myself this morning and I smelled really bad. And I was like, man, this is what Elon Musk must smell like. Hashtag it's musky in hell. And then the next day, like 2 days later, he posted, we just changed Starlink's Wi-Fi network's name to Stinky. And
okay, yeah.
Oh, it makes sense because it's musky in hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had to have seen that shit. I feel like he's seen it.
That's a subliminal. Yo, if I would have thought the same thing too. I'm like, yo, nigga, that's a small synchronicity right there. They watching me. Yo.
It's fucking musky in hell.
Yo.
But yeah.
But I think he's in the news again talking about, I think he's about to get sued for some billions or some shit. I'm not sure. But like they trying to get this nigga for his bread, like the amount, like it's like 200 either in the 200 milli or the 200 billy club. But they trying to get this nigga.
Well,
I don't know if he about to get sued or he being fined. I'm not really sure. But the news have been so fucking boring, man. The psyop is just so, like the same shit. It's like I see the same design. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm waiting on the aliens to come.
Yeah, once you start seeing the structure and the programs, you can't not see them. Like your mind, your consciousness expands. It can't go back.
Right. I have to keep going. I'm like, man, this shit too repetitive. I'm like, I don't see people still falling for this shit. It's like another shooting every day. I'm like, why is nobody hitting up the powers that be? Like I'm waiting for a mass shooting at a motherfucking sacrifice ceremony. How about that?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the biggest psyop. That's what psyops are. They're psychological operations. And the biggest psyop is like people think that MK Ultra is just fucking celebrities. It's not.
Right. That's it. It's like they told you in Stranger Things. I'm like, yo, it's like, yes, it's about monsters and shit and the motherfucking realm that they go to. But they start off telling you, nigga, government experiments. Right.
That's the dream realm.
But like on the reality part of it, government experiments. I'm like, yo,
that's what
this is what you're telling us.
That's also what they're doing with the quantum computing and like the AI. They're resurrecting a demon, and Elon Musk said that themselves. But also, there was a news article that I did also share on Instagram which in Russia, underground, they found an atomic anomaly or a physics anomaly underneath the ground. And that's what like Stranger Things about is the underground coming up to the surface to reality. And that's the new normal. The new normal is people getting possessed because the jibby jab, the magic potion, is making empty vessels for influences to inhabit. And the dreams, like my dreams have come true all the time. So it's usually back in the past. In the past, it was normal for real life things to inhabit the dream realm. Well, now things in our dreams are now inhabiting the real world. So you better be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
I'm not sure people are ready for it. And if you don't remember your dreams, you better start trying to connect with your soul. Because if you just see blackness and you wake up, it's not a good thing, dude. It's not. It's not at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I love the dreams I do remember because I'm a badass.
Oh yeah, I had a dream last night.
I'm not even talking about me kicking ass. It's more of me being authoritative, telling the motherfucker what to do. Like, nigga, this is what's going down, and y'all better get this shit done. I'm fucking y'all up. It's like everyone fights, no one quits. You disobey me, I kill you myself. Starship Troopers line, best line of the fucking movie.
There's this Pikachu meme where it's like, well, if God exists, why doesn't he stop all the evil in the world? And then it's like Pikachu underwater and it's like floods Earth. It was like, holy shit, God flooded the Earth. What the fuck? Like, he wanted all the evil to go away, so he flooded the Earth.
She thinks Mars is under the ocean.
This chick told me yesterday she thinks Mars is under the ocean. I
found out something about Mars on some real shit. I found out something about Mars, and I'm glad you brought that up. Mars is here. Now, my personal theory, Mars is a Hollywood set. All right, that's my theory. But going beyond and opening up my mind to try to find the so-called Mars, I came across the Chinese flat Earth map. It showed us, like inside of the motherfucking so-called Antarctica ice wall, but outside the ice wall, there is other places, and Mars is one of those fucking places. But outside of that wall, it's another fucking wall, and it's domes all over these fucking places. So then that led me down another rabbit hole of playing this video game called Inversion, where it showed us on a fucking spaceship, but like it's all a whole bunch of petri dishes all over the goddamn place, but it's wrapped around one big fucking ship. So
that's actually, that adds to my theory though too, in a weird way. There's also like timelines. So like I've had talked to people where they think like the planets are actually like the ones that are like before the Earth or whatever. So like Mars, and we've already been to Mars. We destroyed it a long time ago, and now like we're, everything's inverted down here. Everybody's kind of going backwards, like up is down, left is right, all that shit. Like the first will be last will be first type shit. So like we're trying to go back to Mars and think that there's water and shit there, but we already been there. And it's just gonna be so. But then, like what you said there, I really like what you said there, because like that's something for me to think about.
Because it led down another rabbit hole. The movie Avatar.
Oh yeah,
the land. The fucking land where the people was from. That was outside of the realm that we live at. Because the military flew over there and destroyed their whole fucking culture. They fucking everything.
And it's like the Operation High Jump is about the Arctic, and then why we're not allowed down there and shit. They try to do like Operation High Jump and all that shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. But like I had a dream, my last dream that I had that was like the best dream ever. I was in a fucking sarcophagus, dude. And I was like in a coffin, but it was like a sarcophagus. And I was inside of it, like breaking it, beating it, like 3-inch punch type shit. And then like I broke through and like my spirit went like crashed through the firmament, but I didn't crash through anything, but like I like zoomed out above the earth, and then it was like the flat earth, like kind of like those alchemy like portraits where it's like the Sheol, and then there's the dragon, and then there's like the layers and the firmament. I saw all of it. That was the coolest dream ever.
Yup.
Now that's ascension, bro. Like I saw it all. And I was like, yes.
That's
Like,
awesome. That's fucking
I must
awesome.
be doing something right. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Because here's what makes it awesome. Because you know exactly what it means to you. It's like it ain't no belief, it ain't no faith. You know what you experienced, you know, and you know what you
Yeah.
saw.
And the
Yup,
truth for me is self-evident.
yup.
So I know. I don't have to believe. I know because it's self-evident, bro.
Nigga, hold on. The show The Man Fell to Earth is something too. He's man, bro. I just watched 4 episodes of that. That show is deep as fuck. They picked the right actor for that. They picked the right actor.
Is that on Netflix or what?
What the hell was it? I think it was either Showtime or HBO. Like which one was it? Because you can go on YouTube and catch it. Just put in The Man That Fell to Earth. They got like 4 episodes like free.
Yeah.
That shit is pretty good. It's like
I need some shows to watch.
Yeah. That's Showtime. Yep, cool. Yeah, I was right. Either Showtime or HBO. That shit, that man, when I first saw it, I was like, this is boring. I kind of saw the agendas they was trying to push, but all I cared about is the dialogue of the alien that that came to Earth in human form, and he went from a fish out of water, in the beginning, and they always do a time jump, and they show this nigga like a tech giant. I'm like, whoa. So like you get to see his process when you get up to this point of being a tech giant, and I'm not about to, I'm just giving a small synopsis, but like the guy, meets this lady, and she's a special lady that's into quantum physics, a whole bunch of special shit, that's beyond people's understanding when it comes to the science and that. But she's supposed to take him somewhere, and they got to go to a place, and they talk to another higher alien, and this higher alien, gives him the real mission on why he need her and why he need to do what he got to do. It's a little sinister, a little crazy, but it's like aliens exist.
No, well, you know what I think aliens are? I think they're us from the future coming back to harvest our organs so that they can be human again.
I think after what I just saw with the ice wall, I think they just come beyond from the other side. Like, I think there's access over there. That's why they don't want us to go to Antarctica.
That's probably because they're also probably experimented on human beings that like lack their humanity, and that's why we call them aliens.
Yeah.
Because we're also alienated from our peers.
It's everything.
We're alienated from ourselves.
Exactly. It's everything. I put all the cards on the table after finding that Chinese flat earth map, seeing our shit, our small ass piece of shit.
Did you know planes use a flat earth map to fly around?
Exactly. What's the fuck the shit called? What the fuck that damn, is a barometer or some type of shit? I forgot the name of the shit. I forgot the name of the fucking shit they use.
Yeah, but it's basically a flat earth map.
Yup.
Yeah.
And then going back to the low level conspiracy, the UN got the flat. Yes, the UN got it. Yeah. This ain't good. Aliens is us. Bad aliens are real evil. Need a blunt. This is deep. I'm about to roll up now. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, I think aliens are from here because after what I saw, it was domes all over the place. Domes within a dome, and we're in a massive fucking dome.
The flat earth is just a fucking laboratory petri dish.
Yeah, full of petri dishes. But I'm trying to break through and see the nigga behind the fucking curtain, like the motherfucking Truman Show. I'm trying to see that person. I'm trying to see him so I can blow his shit out. That's all I want to do. I just want to hit him one time. Even if I know I'm going to lose, I just want to hit that nigga. One time.
If you want to check out a film, it's called Fantomas, and it's a French film. They have tons of them. And the first one was made in like 1913. It's a really good cinema. But I actually have a guy down the road who's got a fucking dope ass like fucking Soviet vehicle. I posted it on Instagram, but it's got like Trump and like these dictators on it, these stickers, and it's like Fantomas is watching you. And phantoms are pretty much just people that wear tons of masks. So like Donald Trump is on there because people like Donald Trump wears all his makeup and shit, you know, and like
random, but y'all think Michael to the line. Hey yo, I saw Michael Jackson get out the coroner van. That was one video I saw. A nigga followed the coroner van. Michael Jackson got out the back and walked through a door. The second video I saw was it was 3 people in Paris, and they look like they coming from a party, and it look like it's late at night, and they're the only motherfuckers on the street. And like a guy talking, it's a guy, another guy, and a girl. And and the girl points it out. It's like, oh my God, it's Michael Jackson. Within that millisecond, the security guard immediately just goes after him. And just like, and the camera just cuts off. They start running, the camera cuts off. It's a short video. I'm like, she was like, oh my God, it's Michael Jackson. And the security guard just immediately just, yeah, bitch, you weren't supposed to see this shit. He ain't say no word.
How old
he was
Michael
carrying
Jackson
bags too, like he went shopping. The shit was crazy, but it could be fake.
How old would he be now?
Huh? I said it again.
How old would Michael Jackson be now?
Well, he was 50 when he died. That was 2009. So
okay, so he's not that old. But like, there's that burn victim. I've seen so many videos like trying to confirm that Michael Jackson's alive. And there's like this burn victim or whatever. I don't know. It's just so weird. All the different theories. Like some people think that Jim Morrison was actually fucking what's his name? I'm gonna look it up. Jim Morrison.
MJ will be 60.
Republican like news host. I can't. This is ridiculous, you know. But it's not a new concept that celebrities like fake their deaths, you know. So
yeah, MJ will be 68. He probably would have looked like the horriblest 60-year-old person ever. Like really, it's like no one is actually fathoming the fact that he went from black to white. They made a song about it so you can feel comfortable. Like, all right, they don't know I'm an alien, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the greatest scam ever. Like after the Pepsi incident, that nigga was not the same. It was like, all right, we can replace him now.
No.
That Jimmy Cole burned that motherfucking face all up.
It's all like this conditioning, right? It's like this conditioning for us to like, it's like the transvestigation shit, you know, like a lot of these female actresses might actually have been born men to like pervert the male attraction to real women. And they actually did like this thing in Australia where they had like too many rabbits producing. So then they made these like genetically modified fake rabbits that were more attractive than the real rabbits. And that like reduced their population because they stopped mating with the real rabbits. And that's almost like OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding.
They could have just caught the rabbits and gave them to the Chinese restaurant. That's what they could have did. Instead of just doing some genetic manipulation, they wanted to do that. You know, like those clones got chips in them or some shit. He didn't even dance the same after 84. Yeah.
Yeah.
He no fucking didn't. It was over. He missed that last step. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. And they cloned that nigga and made Chris Brown and Bruno Mars. Allegedly.
Yeah. That's just crazy.
Allegedly.
And then Donald Trump might be Elvis Presley's son.
Now that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. But they want to associate Elvis with everything. They want to associate that man with everything. That was the
Eminem. They call him the king, right? And then Donald Trump calls himself the Don, the Godfather in Hollywood. So
That nigga is still the nigga that fought Vince McMahon in the WWE in a haircut match. He will never be a president in my eyes. He will always be the nigga that say you're fired and you win against Vince McMahon. That was the only time I rooted
Well,
for him. And he had a big
he's
ass.
a con man. He's a con man, and everybody's like, "Oh, Trump will save the Great White Hope or whatever." Like,
I'd rather vote for Chuck Norris.
There's
Give me Chuck Norris for
black.
president. I'll take Stone
Yeah.
Cold or Chuck Norris for president. Fuck Trump. I'm like, nigga, if y'all want to give us a celebrity, goddamn, nigga, like pull a good one. Like, give us somebody that give a damn. Like, shit, give us Mr. Rogers. Like, fuck it, man. Oh my God.
Well,
Mr. Rogers,
when I go and vote, I wish everybody would do this, because it's like a metaphorical way of like taking the power back to the people. Like, I write my own name in every year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But I don't want to be
imagine if
there.
we all did that. Like, everybody wrote their own name in. Wouldn't that be lit?
Yeah, because like that's a spark. That's a spark for a revolution. That's a spark. They're like, yo, man, like 1 million people just wrote their own names down on the ballot. What are we gonna do about that? Throw them away like we do everything else.
And we are all but sparks. We're all but sparks in a darkened world, and some of us were just born to burn.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. I swear to God. It's like, look, it's like my homeboy. Like I was talking to my homeboy, and like he's helping me out. Like I'm trying to say, like fuck the world, I'll destroy this bitch. But he was like, yo, Gaia ain't do nothing to you. It's the evil people on it. So I was like, you know what, you're right. Gaia, I love you. But if this bitch is a spaceship, like this is an actual, yo, we gotta destroy this motherfucker. Like, yo. But if this actual Mother Earth, I'm gonna destroy the evil people on it. I'm gonna try to control my speech and be like, fuck the world.
Let's all just like find
I
out
love
the
the world.
truth.
Because I gotta live on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right. Like Captain Planet should be like a real live action movie. Like if they should make a live action movie, it should be Captain Planet because it's a whole bunch of niggas fighting a whole bunch of high level government corporations that's destroying the earth. Shit, we need that shit. Like I can say like that's the best show that's a PSA because like most PSAs are like really cringeworthy and bullshit. But Captain Planet was actual like Gaia, the spirit of the earth, came to some teenagers and be like, yo, man, they fucking up our planet. I need your help. It's like some Power Ranger shit, because I grew up on like, like these teenagers and, like fighting evil and shit, saving the world. I was a big fan of that. So now I converted that energy into be like, all right, I'm gonna just destroy evil people only. And my tactics are going to be very drastic.
Drastic times.
Yeah. Right.
Drastic times call for drastic measures. So we better roll our sleeves up and get it done.
Yeah. Exactly. And do say, yo, Captain Planet live action will be dope. Yeah, because like in reality, these people got earth, fire, wind, water, heart. You know what I'm saying? I can aim a fire attack at a government official. That's some live action shit right there. Gaia just gave me some power, fire in this ring. So I don't think you want, I don't think y'all want it with me. So I think that'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? So
that would be dope, yeah. But yeah, hopefully this inspires people to go make their own movie.
Hell yeah. Because we can make a fan-made version live action. All I gotta do is get people to show up to the shit, read the script, to say 80s. I was born in 88. Now I was born where like gangster rap was 86. I was 88. Public Enemy was still doing their thing. So like I was born in the fusion of conscious rap and gangster rap. So like I'm the mixture of that energy. And like when I was studying energies and I realized the energy field I was born in, man, it gets deeper with the life numbers and everything. It fucked me up. So I was like, all right, I was born in the conscious and gangster rap era. So like, this is why my motherfucking style is like this. Why I care only about the lyrics and the message over the money and the fame and the glory. Because
that's what I love too. Yeah, I listen to music for the lyrics and stuff, man. If you don't feel why you're sending me a song and you don't know why you sent it to me, you're just like, oh, I like it. Get it.
Yeah. Yup, because you picked the most lyrical motherfuckers. I'm like, yes, this is lyrics. I love this shit. It's like, it's like fuel to my fire. Like it kind of makes me go write a track after hearing somebody that's cold. I'm like, oh, this guy cold as hell. I'm about to go write me a track real quick.
Hell yeah.
Yo,
but
I love that
definitely gonna be I'm probably gonna get off here soon, but I wanted to say definitely go over to Analyst's channel. I'm gonna do some pro donos. So yeah.
Got you. What time you start? What time you start? Like 6, 7? Because I keep on forgetting, man. Because I've been working and I've missed like a lot of his lives. I missed a lot of analysts.
So he's
but I'm not missing this one because I'm at home today. I ain't missing this shit. All right. So what time you get off?
He's out of California. So in California, it's 2:32 right now. He usually starts at 4. So that's probably in an hour and a half.
Got you. So that's like
around 7. He starts his lives at 4 Cali time.
Got you. So that's like 6:30 or 7 o'clock here. I'm in the Midwest.
Yeah. So it'll probably be around 7 your time.
Yep. Got you. Yep. Gotta check it out. I'll be there. I'm showing up. Those songs about to be lit. They about to be like, what the fuck? You already know what it is.
Yep, gotta be with the clangas. Love the clangas. Yep. All right. Well, it's nice talking to you, Hurricane. Appreciate you.
All right. Stay up. Peace to everybody in the chat. Shout out Jay. Shout out Loki. Shout out Missy. Shout out Jay again. And shout out everybody that's coming through later. When this get down and catch me on the Analyst. We're gonna be over there chopping it up. I guess 7 o'clock. And keep your head up, keep that bread up. Shout out to Ocean. What you got up, Ocean? I need to find a way to make a great outro. I don't know how to do outros. I'm bad at outros. Like real shit.
Life's wild, wacky, and weird. Wear that shit.
Right. Yeah. All right, y'all. Stay up. We'll hit y'all up. Yep. Yo, what's good? Got you. Everything should load up after I put in. Damn, pause. After I push the end button. I'm high like a motherfucker right now. No shit, I think I got time. Say something else. Everybody keep your head up, keep that bread up. I'm pressing the end button, shit ain't working. I'm high like a motherfucker. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. I really ain't had nothing to motherfucker talk about because everything is all bullshit, like in the news and in the world news. Hell yeah. Like I said what I could in the beginning, I was I was about to say something about my brother in the beginning. I'm glad she showed up in the guest because I was about to be like, pause, right? I know, right? Pause again for safety. Shit, man. But yeah, I'm glad she came through because I was about to say something about my little brother. About how fucked up, about how fucked up he is. I've got to still have beer in that motherfucker. But yeah, pause, whatever I said, shit. But shit, man. I'm glad everybody came through. I'm glad everybody showed up. I wish I did have some topics to talk about, but there wasn't really nothing to talk about. Everything is all just same old bullshit. But working on some new music. And I'm about to try to put a video together. I'm trying to put a video together. Right. I'm trying to put a video together, man, but I need to get it all set up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, man, I gotta laugh at myself. I gotta laugh at my motherfucking self. Pause, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, try to set this video up. I'm working on some new music. I know y'all probably heard the new shit I just dropped. Friends with benefits. Yeah. One boy say, no, I can go that gritty in that. You know. But yeah. But I'm working on that last album. Trying to put this project together. You know, this 4 disc, and I'm trying to motherfucking make this shit bubble. Like if I could do this shit right with the promotions that I'm motherfucking working with, if I could do this shit right, you know what I'm saying? If I could do this shit right, nigga, y'all gonna see a 4 disc album that come with a documentary, you know what I'm saying? And charging $100. But you're getting 4 albums and a documentary of my life. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is out there in the atmosphere. Like if I could do that shit right, nigga, it's gonna be fucking cold. It's gonna be fucking cold. But like that's what I'm working on. $100. And if I can't do 100, nigga, oh well. But nigga, that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I want, nigga. Man, you getting a 4 disc album. Flooding the game, flooding the system, flooding the cosmos, and the flood is over. You're getting the fucking flooding series. You know what I'm saying? Like how B.O.B. like dropped the elements. I'm dropping the flood series, you know what I'm saying? So I can get this project done and like go to a whole new level of rap. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just heard all the realest shit you can hear when it comes to, you know, taking down the government, surface level shit, you know, and, you know, like looking up some shit or like, you know, like, or just like listen to the styles that I bring or whatever. I am creating, how can I put it? Not creating. I'm punching barriers through my own fucking lyrics. You know? I know. I know, you know, we good. I know it's our show. Everybody straight. Yeah. 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 It was deeper than just rap. I know, Ocean, is our show. You know, like we the truth. We good. But yeah, it's deeper than just rap. It's like the shit that I'm working on. Let's just say, if you heard K Reno, I'm trying to get that motherfucker a run for his money. you know, it's like I'm about to, you know, talk about spiritual experiences and spiritual tactics. I'm about to speak on the metaphysical level when it comes to this rap shit. So some of this shit, maybe most of this shit that I spit after I do this flooding series, it might go over your head. I think Jay was talking about something else, but I'm not really sure. I think Jay looking for like what's the name of what? Like, what's the you looking for a channel or something? Oh, excuse me. I'm just clicking buttons and talking shit. but but yeah, man, I'm trying to go on a whole nother level of thought. Oh, the channel. I think our channel is Ocean Amago. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna be at. We're gonna be on Analyst channel around like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Yep, we're gonna be over there. And it's gonna be gravy. Yeah. I think her channel just Ocean Amago, but like we're gonna be at the Analyst. Gotcha. Bam. But yeah, I'm trying to change the whole game when it comes to these lyrics. I'm trying to like look. It was like I guess I'm a traditional artist because all I care about is getting better, like getting better at this motherfucking style. And I realized I have all the styles. I could flow any fucking thing. And what's great, and like what I always hear from people, they like, man, you are so fucking unpredictable. I don't know how you're gonna come on the track. Pause. I don't know how the track gonna be. It's like you don't have a specific style. And and they and they understand that I'm paying homage to the styles that I do have. Like they can hear Tupac, they can hear Buster, they can hear Twister, they can hear shit Scarface. I heard niggas say I motherfucking bring them some Scarface vibes or a bootleg from the Dayton family. You know what I'm saying? Bootleg from the Dayton family. Do y'all even know who Dayton family is? Look up bootleg and listen to the song Death Before Dishonesty. Death Before Dishonesty, nigga. That shit is the firest shit you would ever hear. 99, nigga. Listen to bootleg. Bootleg, yes. Bootleg Death Before Dishonesty, bro. Listen to that fucking album, bro. You will hear, you will hear some great motherfucking lyrics, bro. You hear some great motherfucking lyrics. Niggas still sleeping on Dayton family. And guess what Dayton family from? Flint, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I look up to these cats. Like these cats did shit with 3-6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? On the like my memorable shit was off 3-6 Mafia World Domination Chapter 2 album. And Shoestring was the feature, but Shoestring is the second person, you know, that's in the in the Date family. You know, so man, that nigga Shoestring, like, what the fuck you want to do? Be a victim of a homicide. That nigga was ripping that shit. But yeah, dog, nigga, dog. The shit take me back. But at the end of the day, y'all about to hear the fucking realest lyrics when metaphysical wizardry. Nigga, you know when I'm done. You know, but that's it. So shit, I'm about to roll up. And shit, get ready for later on. And shit. Shit, but you know what? I think I'm about to go eat. I think I'm hungry. Shit, about to go eat, smoke, and wait for the analyst shit. But yeah, man. But yeah, I got a lot of crazy music coming after I'm done with this Flood series. I'm talking about some crazy shit. It's like I only way I can explain it is this. I wrote down one verse and I was like, did I write this? So the Flood is over. It's the last album I'm working on. Keep your head up, keep that bread up. Know who you are, know who your enemy is, and take them down. And for the powers that be, we coming for you, nigga. I'm out.